So I just used Claude to schedule 20 Pinterest pins with no Tailwind, no Canva. It basically went in and got all the pictures from my blog post, wrote titles and descriptions that were all SEO optimized for Pinterest, and then it made a CSV file for me, and with like one click over on Pinterest, it got all of those uploaded and scheduled, spaced out based on how often I wanted it spaced out. So it just one click and pulled everything up into my scheduled section. And now I have all those 20 pins ready to go out, and I barely had to do anything. The only thing I had to do is teach it in the beginning how to build this file and get it to understand what Pinterest wants. I thought about doing this in a new window from scratch with you, but I actually decided it's probably better to show you my original conversation because we ran into a couple problems, and I'm actually going to leave that in here because I want you to see how easy they were to fix, and it'll just be easier for you when you do it. You'll kind of already know how to fix it. Plus, I've learned that you can learn a lot by watching someone else use Claude, just seeing how they use it and how they talk to it, what prompts they're using. So that's another reason I just thought it might be a good idea to show you just my original conversation. I'm gonna take out a lot of the fluff, but show you the important parts so that you can build this too. And once you build it, it's super easy. It knows how to make that file every time, and it is so fast to just get these images uploaded and scheduled in Pinterest. Hi, I'm Megan with Megan's Media. I share everything on this channel that I've learned about running an established blog and what I'm learning about starting a brand new blog. I don't sell courses, I'm not charging for anything. I'm just another blogger like you guys sharing what I've learned to hopefully help you. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on all the free tips and tricks I share over here. This is how it all started right here. I basically asked Claude how it could help me with different tasks on my new blog since I have kind of a different strategy over there. And here's where it all started. I gave it the link to my blog post and told it I have 20 beautiful images that I could turn into pins. Are you able to scrape the images from my posts and write titles and descriptions for them? Even better, are you able to help me make or schedule the pins or build something that can? So this is for, my new website, which has a lot of nice images that I'm making within each post. And yes, I'm still going to make pins for the post with text overlay because those, really do the best on Pinterest. But I wanted to experiment by uploading these images because they're really nice images that I think are just going to do well on Pinterest. So right here, you can see what it told me it could build, which was super exciting. A CSV file or Excel, sheet with all 20 pins, each with a pin title, description, image URL, destination URL, like pointing it to my blog post, and the suggested keyword angle. So to make sure it understands the right keywords to target in those titles and descriptions, I just asked it, what do you need from me to understand the keywords? I really want to make sure that these are SEO optimized titles and descriptions. And basically it spit out this little list. I won't read it all. It's basically telling you it would be nice to have the primary keywords you want to rank for, but not required. I think it can get a good understanding of what your post is about by just you sending it the URL link. You can ask it to check that way too. Just tell it to, go through your post and have a really good understanding of what it's about. And you can even ask it to repeat what its understanding is, just so you make sure it's on the same page. So it told me, we have the keywords locked in. This is what Claude was going to do automatically. It can vary the keyword angles across all of the 20 pins, match the title and description to what's actually in the photo, keep the titles under 100 characters, keep the descriptions, basically keep everything within Pinterest rules. Once it had that, it basically started building my CSV. So here's what happened the first time. Here it gave me the Excel file, so I can just open that, download it, and then go upload it into Pinterest, which I will show you in just one second. So it's funny, when I had the file, I actually didn't know how to go upload it to Pinterest. Since I had never done that before, I just came back over here and said, hey, can you help me understand how to upload this into Pinterest? Also, how does it know how far apart to spread out the posting, since that's super important? And here's what it told me. Now here is something super important. It actually tells me here that Pinterest doesn't accept CSV uploads. And it basically just tries to give me other options for how I can get this uploaded. However, I did not believe it. So I came over to Pinterest, and over here by your little profile picture, if you click on, I saw something that said import content. And when you click on that, you can, down here, scroll a little bit, see where it says upload CSV or text file. So go to upload, and you're going to drop your file here. Super, super easy. So Claude was wrong. Just a really, really good example of how these things are not always right. Fact check it. I had a feeling that Pinterest could do it, so I went and checked, and I'm so glad I did. I came back over to Claude and said, you know what? I see an option in my Pinterest to upload a CSV. Let's see what happens. So it basically actually gave me some things to watch out for when I uploaded. I won't go through all this, but it sounds like it kind of already knew that we were going to run into a problem. Like some of the header names have to be exact, stuff like that. Scheduling. Some things just needed to be in a certain format. So it let me know to watch out for that, but I just went ahead and tried the first file it gave me and just wanted to see what happened. And I got an error, and I just took a screenshot of the error. Pinterest told me this was the exact message, missing Pinterest board. And I just took a screenshot of that, brought it back over here, showed it what I got, and it knew exactly what Pinterest was talking about. So it basically knew that something was supposed to be named Pinterest board instead of board. That column was named wrong. So it basically went and rebuilt the file with the proper header name. You'll actually see it stopped itself and went and grabbed the official Pinterest specs to make sure that everything was right. So it got that information and then realized that multiple header names were wrong. So it stopped itself and then rebuilt the file with all of these corrected. So when I went to re-upload it, I got an upload successful message. So I was excited. I thought we were good. But then I had to come back over here because what ended up happening was all of those images got pushed out at once. They weren't scheduled out. And that made me think, could it not use the native scheduler? Maybe it didn't know how to build that into the CSV file. And it did, it just didn't have that information in there. So I came back over to it and said, shoot, I don't want them to upload all at once. I thought Pinterest would bring something up that let me schedule them out. But they all went live, like how to fix this. So it basically said without a publish date column in the CSV file, they were all going to go out immediately. So this part was kind of annoying because I thought it had an understanding of how far I wanted these to be spaced out. You would think it would catch that in the beginning to add this column, but it didn't. So we had to just do one more version of the file. So you'll see here, it told me it was going to rebuild the file with the published date, and it just confirmed how many I wanted to go out each day and just the spacing. I believe it even had some pop-up boxes for me to answer just so I could really understand how far apart I wanted them spaced out. And then here, it was just telling me how to delete the ones that went up at once. So then I uploaded the new file. One image uploaded correctly, but the rest were all stuck. And then I realized I got an email from Pinterest explaining the errors, and it told me it was a duplicate pin link. So I didn't know what that meant. I came over here with the screenshot of that, and then Claude understood basically what this meant. Pinterest was rejecting the other 19 pins because they're pointing to the same URL, and Pinterest bulk upload tool flags anything beyond the first one as a duplicate. And it's kind of funny, like this, it already knew the question I would be asking, like, wait, that's a normal Pinterest strategy. Like, we always make different pins that point to the same URL. So here's what it recommended. It gave me 3 options. Basically upload in smaller batches, use Pinterest regular pin creator, but those really don't help. This first one, it said it could add UTM parameters to make each link unique. Now, I did not understand what that meant. And it was recommending that option 1, but since I didn't understand that, I was a little bit scared. I just literally asked it to explain to me what UTMs were first before I answered any questions. And it basically told me this. They're little tags added to the end of a URL that tell analytics tools where the traffic came from. And it gave examples. Like, it basically is all this extra text, added to the URL link right here. And it said it's invisible to readers. So Claude was basically telling me it could add this text to the end of each of those image URLs so that, like, Pinterest would basically think they're 20 different ones. It wouldn't get flagged for duplicate. And it told me that there's some kind of nice things that go along with adding these UTMs. You can kind of see here. I don't fully understand that yet, but all I know is adding this fixed the problem of Pinterest flagging it as a duplicate. You'll see here, it actually did mention 2 downsides, but these are not really a big deal to me. A slightly uglier URL link in the Pinterest pin, and you need to actually look at the Google Analytics to benefit from the tracking part, which that part doesn't matter. So I basically went ahead and told it to do that, to add the UTM to my links. So this time it finally uploaded, and all of my pins I could now see in the scheduler, the native scheduler within Pinterest. It took like a few minutes. I don't know. I asked it basically how long was it going to take to show up in the schedule tab, but it told me within 5 to 30 minutes. And I think that was true. It didn't take long, but it isn't instant. It does take just a little bit of time for them to start, showing up in your scheduler. And you will also get an email from Pinterest, just both ways, if it was a success uploading or if there were any errors. I was really impressed with the titles and descriptions it came up with. Everything matched the image really, really well. Here you can kind of see a lot of these images here are ones that I used. These are the plain images I was talking about with no text on it. These pulled directly from my post. And here's the engagement over here. These 50,000, you can see they're getting some really good engagement. So that's how you have Claude build your CSV file. And obviously the second time you use it, it will already know where everything needs to be. Your headers will be correct. Any problems you ran into the first time, you shouldn't have the second time around. I've already uploaded a second batch and it went into Pinterest successfully the first time. So it's pretty crazy. It's really fast. It's much faster than uploading these individually. So give it a shot. Let me know if you guys have any questions on how to do this or anything I went over. And if you're not already, please subscribe so you don't miss out on other free tips and tricks I share about blogging. Thank you so much.